Girl, if you didn't see what they did on the second day of the concert, you missed everything. First, there was that playful kick that ended Jimin's shyness and brought a huge smile to Jungkook's face. Minutes later, another spontaneous moment occurred when Jungkook made a funny gesture that many interpreted as an attempt to make Jimin laugh. While many were just watching the stage, the fan cams captured small details that mean so much more to many fans. As if that weren't enough, the soundcheck gave us more smiles, interactions, and an energy that further increased the excitement for the concert. Stay with me because we're going to start analyzing everything. It all happened on the last day of the concert, a moment that will forever be etched in the memories of those of us who closely followed Jimin and Jungkook. While they were on stage, Jimin approached Jungkook and playfully kicked him on the rear, a gesture that immediately caught our attention. Upon receiving this small touch, Jungkook became quite shy, but what truly captivated us was the enormous smile that spread across his face when he saw Jimin. It's beautiful to observe their unique way of playing, something only the two of them share, and something we are fortunate enough to witness every time they perform together in front of an audience. This interaction on stage is clear proof of the relationship between them, demonstrating that their connection goes far beyond being bandmates. On this final day of the concert, we saw them in their own world, unconcerned by the crowds. Jikook made it clear, once again, that their affection is genuine and that each playful interaction is a natural part of their daily lives. This last day of the concert was truly amazing because we witnessed the kind of details that define Jikook. There's no need for complicated explanations to understand what we saw. The fact is, Jimin sought out Jungkook to play, and Jungkook responded with the joy that only Jimin can evoke in him. This dynamic of constant play confirms that their connection is strong and enduring. It's simply impossible to top this moment we experienced during their encounter on stage. When Jungkook passed by Jimin, he didn't miss the opportunity to flash that huge smile we all love so much, and to get his attention even more, he made the famous Gojo gesture. It was crystal clear that Jungkook's sole purpose in doing this was to make Jimin laugh, seeking that reaction that only they share. It's these kinds of spontaneous interactions that make us fans feel so connected to them, because seeing how they nurture each other's happiness shows us how important they are to one another. It's these simple gestures that completely melt our hearts. Although it may seem like something small, it's full of all that complicity and lightheartedness that we love to see every time Jungkook and Jimin share the same space. Seeing Jungkook go out of his way to make Jimin laugh, and seeing Jimin enjoy that gesture, is proof that they have a secret language and a very special connection that always makes them stand out. It's a very direct and sincere form of communication that allows us to see the most personal side of their relationship, far removed from any formality, focusing only on what makes them both happy. I swear, just a few seconds of watching these two together is enough to make me completely fall in love with their relationship. My heart officially belongs to Jikookland because they don't need to do much for us to notice that their bond is something real and profound. Every time Jungkook tries to make Jimin laugh and they manage to connect in that way, they confirm that their story continues to grow and that we are privileged witnesses to it. I have no words to describe how much I love these two, because every time I see a video of them, my heart fills with a joy that's hard to explain. It's a mix of deep affection and admiration, and the best part is that I always end up with a smile on my face without even realizing it. Jimin and Jungkook have that special something that I love all the time, whether they're on stage together, backstage, or even just when a new photo of them comes out. I'm always amazed at how special they are and how good they look whenever they're together. The only thing I know for sure is that the more time passes, the more I fall in love with their connection. They're my favorite couple and my eternal loves, the main reason I'm always keeping up with everything they do. These moments they share with us are what cause all my emotional meltdowns, because I can't help but feel an overwhelming happiness when I see them. Every little gesture they share reaffirms why I support them so much. Seeing them interact so naturally is what makes following their story so special. Jimin and Jungkook truly convey something unique that keeps us connected to them. It's their authentic and affectionate nature that makes it impossible not to admire their relationship. Every time a new picture or video of them appears, it's a reminder of how much they care for each other and how their bond continues to grow before our eyes. The second day of the concert in Brussels was full of surprises, and as expected, they gave us a beautiful series of Jikook moments that we can't miss. While all the audience's attention was focused on the main stage, fans' cameras captured what was really happening in the small details, those that only the two of them share. It was in those moments that we saw glances, spontaneous smiles, and those subtle touches that only happen when there's a chemistry as strong as theirs, making it clear that they have each other at all times. It's incredible to see how Jimin and Jungkook know exactly how to show that beautiful love in the middle of such a big concert. They don't need to try too hard for those of us watching to notice what's happening between them. Their connection is evident in the way they seek each other out, the way they look at each other, and the closeness they maintain throughout the entire event. In Brussels, every second they spent together was further proof that their connection is real and that, no matter how many people were around, they always found a way to connect, giving us moments that will stay with us forever. These details we saw in Brussels truly confirm how much they love each other. The way they flowed together during the performances, always attentive to one another, shows us that their relationship is a fundamental part of their lives. As fans who observe every detail, it's incredibly rewarding to see how, concert after concert, they remain true to themselves, displaying that chemistry we all admire. It's these simple yet significant moments that make us so certain of what we see, a couple who know how to enjoy their love and who, with complete naturalness, share their happiness with us on every tour. During the second day of Soundcheck in Brussels, Jimin and Jungkook presented themselves to the audience flawlessly, setting the tone for what would be an unforgettable day. From the moment they stepped onto the stage, every smile they shared and every knowing glance they exchanged demonstrated the incredible chemistry and closeness they share, long before the official show began. It was an incredibly intimate space, where we could clearly see how their energy complements each other in a unique and special way. Every gesture, every step, and every movement they made during this rehearsal only heightened our anticipation and excitement for what was to come at the concert, creating an atmosphere brimming with pure joy and connection. It's truly difficult to choose a favorite moment when they both shine so brightly, but it's the way they interact with each other that makes all the difference for those of us who follow them. While practicing their songs and rehearsing the stage, it was clear that Jimin and Jungkook were always looking out for one another. They share a connection that makes them stand out individually, but which becomes infinitely more powerful and evident when they're together. They are, without a doubt, the perfect combination for us, those who follow their story, since every little interaction in these rehearsals is clear and direct proof of how well they understand each other and how they support one another before facing a stage in front of thousands of people. Seeing them together during this soundcheck in Brussels makes it more than clear why Jikook generates so much attention and affection worldwide. You only need to observe closely how they care for each other and how they genuinely enjoy each other's company to understand why they are the favorite couple of so many of us. The way their connection transforms the atmosphere is a clear sign that their bond is the driving force behind everything they do professionally. These moments in the Belgian capital were, without a doubt, further proof that Jimin and Jungkook live their relationship with complete freedom, giving us precious memories that make us feel that their love is, above all, a solid and constant reality that grows stronger every day before our eyes. Every moment shared in Brussels leaves us with the certainty that we are witnessing something authentic. Watching them walk together, seeing how they coordinate their movements even without any direction, is a testament to the perfect harmony they have achieved. For us, as fans, there is no greater satisfaction than witnessing these small but significant signs they offer us. These actions, though they may seem simple to an outsider, are for us confirmation of a special bond that needs no explanation, because it is reflected in each of their actions, turning every rehearsal into a historic moment that we will always cherish as a fundamental part of the beautiful story they continue to build day by day. During the concert, we witnessed a moment that perfectly reflects the members' humanity, especially Jimin's, who was incredibly attentive to what was happening in the audience. Apparently, one of the attendees, an army, experienced a health issue during the show. As soon as Jimin and Jungkook realized the situation, they stopped what they were doing on stage and focused all their attention on her. Their reaction was immediate and unwavering, demonstrating that for them, the safety and well-being of those attending their events is always the absolute priority, above any part of the show. This is a clear example of how Jimin and Jungkook act when a supporter is in a vulnerable situation. They didn't continue the performance or resume their usual activities until they were completely sure the fan was alright and receiving the necessary care. These kinds of actions allow us to see their true character. It's truly beautiful to see how, despite being in the middle of a massive concert, they maintain the necessary sensitivity to notice these details and act quickly to ensure no one is in danger, demonstrating their character. What truly makes this moment meaningful is the way they both came together to check on the fan. It wasn't an individual action, but a coordinated response where Jimin and Jungkook showed they shared the same values. Seeing them like this, so concerned for someone who is part of their community, helps us understand why they have such caring hearts. These kinds of gestures are what solidify the relationship of trust between artists and their fans, because they confirm that, no matter what happens on stage, they will always be aware of what's happening in the audience. For all these reasons, we will always love BTS and, especially, admire the way Jimin and Jungkook handle these situations. These actions are the fundamental reason why they have our unconditional support every step of the way. It's not just their music or their talent, but these clear signs that show they truly care about us. The way they handled this particular incident reinforces the image of closeness they've always strived to project. For us as fans, witnessing this mutual protection is what keeps our admiration alive. Every time they demonstrate this level of commitment, we feel closer to them and reaffirm that their kindness is a constant feature of their character. It's these acts, performed with complete naturalness and without seeking any recognition, that make us proud to follow them and motivate us to attend every one of their events, knowing we're in good hands. The way Jungkook performs on stage during concerts immediately captivates everyone present. Every time he takes a dance step, no matter how small or simple it may seem, he demonstrates a skill and confidence that are hard to ignore. His movements are not accidental, but rather the result of a natural talent that he displays with complete fluidity. For those of us who observe his every move, watching him execute each choreography with such precision and energy is an experience that completely enthralls us, confirming why he is one of the most outstanding artists today. What makes Jungkook so impactful in his performances is the blend of his technical talent with the cheerful and natural attitude he maintains at all times. He doesn't need elaborate gimmicks to stand out, his mere presence is enough to transform the atmosphere and elicit an enthusiastic response from the audience. This projected confidence, combined with his dancing prowess, makes him an irresistible figure for those of us who follow his career. Every gesture and every step is executed with an ease that demonstrates that the stage is, without a doubt, the place where he feels most at home and freest to share his art with us. It's truly astonishing to see how Jungkook manages to capture the attention of thousands of people with such ease. We can replay a video of a single dance step over and over and still find details that demonstrate his skill. This authentic way of being, where he combines his physical prowess with a constant smile, is what defines him as a complete artist. For us, the fans, these moments are proof that he deeply enjoys what he does, and that joy is what is transmitted through the screen, making us feel connected to every second of his performance. Every performance by Jungkook confirms that he was born to be there, in front of an audience, giving his all. His ability to melt our hearts with just a gesture or a look is a clear sign of the power he has as an artist and how his personality makes all the difference. It's not just about dancing, it's about how he conveys emotions through his body and expression, making every spectator feel part of something grand. It's a talent that never ceases to amaze us, and watching his evolution at each stop on this tour gives us the certainty that his capacity to surprise us will only increase. At the end of the day, what's clear is that Jungkook has a special gift for making every moment in front of an audience memorable. His naturalness and total commitment keep us captivated, making every second of his performance worth watching and remembering. It's that kind of magnetism that makes us want to continue supporting him in every project and be present at every event, because we know that, with him, we will always witness something authentic and of the highest quality. His presence is, quite simply, the driving force behind the emotion of all his performances, solidifying him as a key figure in the world of entertainment.